Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of K.P.R Limited. Welcome you all for this 23rd Annual General Meeting of your company. Over to Chairman, Mr. K.P. Ramaswamy.
I am K.P. Ramaswamy, Chairman of the company. Very good afternoon, one and all. The required quorum being present, I call the meeting to order. Over to Mr. P. Nataraj.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm P. Nataraj, Managing Director of the company. I would like to introduce the other directors and the auditors present at the meeting. Mr. K.P.D. Segaman, Managing Director. Mr. C.R. Anandakrishnan, Executive Director. Mr. E.K. Saktivel, Executive Director. Mr. P. Selvakumar, Full-Time Director. Mr. M. Alagirisamy, Independent Director, Audit Committee and Nomination Remuneration Committee Chairman. Mrs. V. Bhuvaneswari, Woman Independent Director. K.V. Ramananda Rao, Independent Director. Mr. K. Thangavelu, Independent Director, Stakeholder Relations Committee Chairman. Mr. R. Sridharan, Independent Director. Mr. M. B. Jagannathan, Independent Director. Mr. B. L. Murugappan, Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Sambat Guha Takarta, BSR & Co. LLP, the Statutory Auditor. Mr. T. H. Mahadevan, BSR & Co. LLP, the Statutory Auditor. Mr. K. Radhakrishnan, Secretarial Auditor. And Mr. A. Vetrivel, Scrutinizer. All are participating in the proceedings through video conference. The 23rd AGM notice and the annual report for the financial year 2025-26 has already been sent to the members through email. I request the members to permit me to take the notice convening this meeting as well as the statutory and secretarial auditor's report as read, since there are no qualifications in the said auditor's report. Your company has provided the facility of remote e-voting for its members. As per various circulars issued by MCA and SEBI, this AGM is being held through video conference. As the AGM is being held through video conference, the facility for appointment of proxies by the members is not applicable. The company had provided the facility to cast the votes electronically on all resolutions set forth in the notice. Members who have not yet cast their votes and are participating in this meeting are requested to cast their votes during the meeting through e-voting system provided by NSDL. The members who have already voted through remote e-voting and are present at this AGM need not vote again. In case members face any difficulty, they may reach out on the helpline numbers provided in the notice. Thank you. Now I request the chairman to address the meeting.
I am glad to share with you some of the encouraging developments taking place on the trade front. The India-UK Free Trade Agreement signed last year has now formally come into force from 15th July 26, offering Indian exports a duty-free access to the UK market. For our sector in particular, this removes 12% import duty, placing India on equal footing with competing countries and opening up fresh opportunities for growth. Equally important, India and the European Union concluded talks on their own free trade agreement in January 26. After nearly 2 decades of discussions, one of the biggest trade deals of its kind for both sides. It is also expected to bring down the tariffs on Indian textile exports to the European Union. These major developments, along with India's strong domestic demand, easing inflation, active capital markets, healthy foreign relationship, and stable current account position, continue to support India's place as one of the fastest growing major economies in the world. Global growth, meanwhile, remains moderate, and the situation in West Asia has added some uncertainty around energy prices and trade flows, through its impact on India is manageable so far. The Indian textile and apparel sector is also going through a steady change driven by shifting consumer performance, digital commerce, sustainability expectations, and rising demand for value-added products. India's strong cotton-based deep manufacturing ecosystem and policy support continue to strengthen the industry competitiveness. The growth in garment exports from Tirupur and Coimbatore clusters shows the strength of this ecosystem and the important role played by our region. Government initiatives such as the PM Mitra Parks and the production linked incentive scheme, along with the better market access under the UK FTA, are expected to further boost exports and create more jobs across the sector in the years ahead. On the US front, the industry went through a tough period last year. Last year, when traffics on Indian textile and apparel exports were raised sharply, putting pressure on order flows and margins for many exporters. Following continuous talks between the two governments, these tariffs have come down and the trade atmosphere with the US is gradually easing. This is a welcome relief for the industry and should help exports to the US market recover steadily over time. For K.P.R, the year has been marked by continued focus on operational efficiency, capacity utilization, customer relationship, and careful financial management. Our vertically integrated model, cost discipline, strong labor welfare practices, and healthy cash flow generation have continued to give us flexibility across business cycles. The continued growth in the garment business has helped to improve the quality of our revenue mix and supported stable margins. More than machinery, we continue to value the contribution of our people whose skills, dedication, and commitment have helped us build a trusted and competitive organization. We remain continued to employ welfare, social responsibility, and creating a work culture that supports both productivity and quality. With our strong presence in international markets, solid compliance standards, design capabilities, and integrated manufacturing setup, K.P.R is well placed to make the most of the opportunities ahead. Looking ahead, we remain focused on sustainable and profitable growth through innovation, customer preference, operational excellence, and disciplined expansion. We are confident that K.P.R will continue to build on its strength and create long-term value for its stakeholders. I express my sincere gratitude to the Board of Directors for their continued support and guidance. I also thank our shareholders, bankers, customers, vendors, suppliers, and employees for their trust, confidence, and continued association with the company. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope the shareholders would gone through the 23rd annual report and the AGM notice of the company circulated to the shareholders by email in compliance with the MCA and SEBI regulations. The company has received requests from 9 members to speak at the meeting. Accordingly, the floor is now open for these members to express their views and ask questions in brief and short. The reply will be given at the end. Now I request Mr. Abhishek to speak.
Mr. Abhishek, please unmute yourself and speak.
So can you hear me? Am I audible? So first of all, I congratulate the management on the eve of annual general body meeting. So I trust all is well with you and your family in this challenging situation. Our company deserves much more respect than the current market cap. After completing more than a decade of successful operations, profitability, dividend history, and becoming one of the strongest brand in the respective sector. So first of all, I would like to know what are the steps being taken by the management to reduce the other expenses, legal professional charges, and the audit fee. So then our company has a very good EPS. I do appreciate the management at 17.73, return on equity 16.59. So what proactive steps have been taken by the management to improve the same in the years to come? Kindly try to arrange a plant visit for the investor fraternity as and when it is feasible. And this I've been requesting for the past 2 years. Management has not considered this, so I request you to kindly do so and try to senior citizens are not able to join because of the digital challenges in this virtual platform. So if you can try conducting hybrid AGMs, it will be helpful for the investor fraternity to join and seek clarification in the meeting. We are marching towards the 25th year, sir. The shareholders have a lot of expectations from the company. Hope that the management will fulfill the wish and desire of minority shareholders in the years to come. Sir, I wish that nothing much to ask, sir. The company has done an outstanding performance. I do appreciate. I wish that company and the board of directors a great success and prosperity in the coming future. And thank you for giving this opportunity, sir. Hope to see you in the upcoming hybrid AGM next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek. The next speaker is Mrs. P. Shyam Sundari.
Sir, Shyam Sundari is not joined this meeting, sir.
Okay. The third speaker is Mr. Himanshu Trivedi.
Mr. Himanshu Trivedi, please unmute yourself and speak.
Am I audible, sir? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, all of you. Respected Chairman, Kandaswamy, other board of directors, sitting with us. Myself, Himanshu Trivedi from Gujarat, Vadodara. First of all, thankful to our company secretary Kandaswamy, who is sending the copy of the hard copy of AGM notice. Very nice. This is full of information, fact, figure, and place, which is easy to follow, easy to understand. So I'm thankful to you and your entire secretary team. Report is nicely prepared. All component governance and parameters are covered with the wonderful, beautiful photographs and all guideline is covered in the AGM notice. So I don't have much question because I have full faith on board and the working. So I have full support all agenda items. I have already sent my question and query to the email well in advance with the shareholder time will give the opportunity to speak my rest speaker shareholder. So still I have a few questions as a speaker. What is the market share we have in domestic as well as in international market? My second query, what would be the profit sharing ratio coming financial year? My third query, who is the best competitor as on date? I wish good luck and bright future for coming financial and coming festival. Thank you to allow me to see. Please arrange the plant visit. So please consider my name and at the time of festival, please remember us, speaker shareholder, sir. Thank you to allow me to see. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Vasudha Davke.
Sir, Ms. Vasudha not joined this meeting, sir.
The next speaker is Mr. Jaideep Bakshi.
Mr. Jaideep Bakshi, please unmute yourself and speak.
Yes, very good afternoon, Chairman, MD, and Board of Directors. Myself, Jaideep Bakshi, connecting from the city of Kolkata. First of all, I convey my thanks to our company secretary and entire secretarial department for giving me an opportunity to express my views and also presenting a detailed and informative annual report. Sir, your initial speech was very much informative, shared about our company's affairs. In this line, just want to know how are we placed in the competitors? I mean, how much market share are we enjoying? And how do we foresee ourselves in the coming seasons, in the next quarters rather? And because of this global turmoil and this fluctuation of the price base, so how much is affected and how much we are sharing this price factor to our customers? And nothing to add more. I support the resolutions and wish the company all the best in the coming years. And sir, do remember us during the festive seasons. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. The next speaker is Miss Celestine Elizabeth Malkarnas.
Hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Audible, thank you very much. Respected Chairman, Mr. KP Ramaswamy, MD P. Natraj and KPD, other honorable members on the board, my dear fellow shareholders, I am Mrs. C. Mascarenas, speaking from Mumbai. First of all, I thank the company secretary and his team for registering me as a speaker at my request. Thank you so much. Now, manufacturing. We are in the manufacturing of clothes, yarns, and fabrics, knitted, grey, and dyed. I would like to know how much margins we get in all this. We are also making sugar, ethanol, and green wind power. What is the business level here? We also make ready-made knitted clothes for men, women, and children. Are they being exported or domestic use? Next is capex requirement for the next 3 years for organic and inorganic growth by acquisition. Lastly, I would request you to send me a physical copy of the annual report and do remember us during the festival times. With this, I wish you all the best. I support all the resolutions. I wish my company grows from strength to strength. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Additional concourse can be added organically. Thank you. The next speaker is Mr. Rishikesh Chopra.
Mr. Rishikesh Chopra, please unmute yourself and speak.
हेलो
Yes, sir.
नमस्कार सर मैं ऋषिकेश चोपड़ा दिल्ली एनसीआर गाजियाबाद से बोल रहा हूँ तो मैं सबसे पहले तो कंपनी सचिव का धन्यवाद करता हूँ क्योंकि उन्होंने इस अवसर पर मुझे आपके समक्ष पेश किया है और दूसरा सीएफओ साहब को बधाई देता हूँ कि उन्होंने एनुअल रिपोर्ट जो बनाई है वो बहुत बढ़िया बनाई है उसमें मुझे कोई कमी नजर नहीं आई सेबी गाइडलाइंस को मीट करती है आपको पिछले साल की तुलना में अच्छे रिजल्ट देने के लिए बधाई सर मेरे 2-3 प्रश्न है कि व्हाट आर द ट्रेंड्स इन द आउटपुट प्राइसेस एंड रॉ मटेरियल प्राइसेस डू वी बेनिफिट फ्रॉम द ट्रेंड इन पॉलिस्टर प्राइसेस if we consider substitute cost theory for the cotton, why the promoters holding is going down in last year? In last 3 years, the profit growth is just 2%. What are the main reasons for that? And what is the management learning and how they can improve? Sir, if you are doing some CSR activities, do consider some contribution to old age homes. ये भी बताएं सर और सब फेस्टिविटी सीजन में आप जैसे और शेयर होल्डर्स को भी करते हैं रिवार्ड करते हैं स्पीकर शेयर होल्डर तो गाजियाबाद वालों का भी ध्यान रखें धन्यवाद राम राम नमस्कार
Thank you. The next speaker is Gautam Tiwari.
Mr. Gautam Tiwari, please unmute yourself and speak.
I have unmuted and I can see you. You can see me, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, sir. We can
uh,
see you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, a very, very good afternoon to our Honorable Chairman, sir, Mr. Nataraj, our all dignified dignitaries on board, our CS, Mr. P. Kandaswamy, and my fellow shareholders. Myself, Gautam Tiwari, and I am speaking from Bombay. Dear sir, I have been your shareholder right from the days when our company was treated as dark horse, and that time all the mills all vanished. Even old mills also vanished, and ours is only 23rd AGM, and you rewarded the shareholders like anything because I am there connected with you since day one. I know the way you have rewarded the shareholders gracefully and with a very generous hand. I am very much thankful to you, sir, for this. And even now, also the management is doing quite a good lot because when your introductory speech I heard, I came to know that you are doing very, very good things and paying full attention for the further progress of the company so as to get further better profits nearby. Sir, a very, very outstanding performance of your company. I'm thankful. Your initial speech, of course, explained everything. Sir, please arrange some plant visit if you can for the speaker shareholders at least. And during festival seasons, as I said, at least remember those shareholders who have completed the quorum, who are giving you the total, passing all the resolutions successfully, and you are attending and speaking and giving their time and energy and everything to for the goodness of the bank, for the goodness of our company, and therefore please do remember them to during festival seasons as you remember your near and dear ones. Sir, you have sent me the physical copy of the this thing. I am very happy about it. Thank you very much, sir. As it is, I support all, and I voted for each of them favorably. I also support sir appointments and reappointments of all directors. And I got only few three, four things to understand, sir. If you can please tell me, sir, what is the photo map or strategy of the company for the next 2 to 3 years? What is the attrition rate of our employees, sir? And what is the capacity utilization of our average, on average, inclusive of all plants? And how many contract workers the company got, and how many permanent workers company got? How much amount and shares we have transferred to government, and what is our market share, sir? Ultimately, I would like to say, sir, डे बाय डे आपकी खुशियां हो जाए डबल, डे बाय डे आपकी खुशियां हो जाए डबल, आप सभी से कोसों दूर रहे हर ट्रबल, परमात्मा परमेश्वर रखे आप सभी को सदा सर्वदा फिट, और साल का आने वाला हर एक दिन आप सभी के लिए हो सुपर हिट। और उसके बाद में सर, फूलों की मौसम खुशबू, फूलों की खुशबू, कलियों की मौसम की रंगीन बौछार बरसात के दिन है। ईश्वर आपको दे सफलता बार बार लगातार अपरंपार, मुबारक हो आप में से हर एक को आने वाले सभी त्योहार। इसी के साथ में वंस अगेन आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम सर। जय हिंद।
Thank you. The final speaker is Mr. Ashish Kurana.
Mr. Ashish Kurana, please unmute yourself and speak.
Thank you so much. Firstly, to the respected chairman, respected MD, and the honorable board members and fellow shareholders, my congratulations for a solid and resilient year, especially in the face of these uncertainties. Really glad and proud to see that. I had four business-specific questions which I had sent across. Nevertheless, I'll just go through them one by one. So I think Chairman Sir mentioned UK FTA, and we have previously in our con calls mentioned that we have business with retailers there like Marks and Spencers and Bon Marché, etc. So just as a metric to understand the kind of impact it will cause, just wanted a comparison on the order book that we have now versus last year. Not the exact numbers, but maybe the jump, if at all there has been a jump. Secondly, so in the standalone business, the inventory levels were lower compared to last 2-3 years. So just want to understand any specific reason for that. Why didn't we restock? Is it some uncertainty that we see, or some change in pricing we were waiting for, or if at all there is some reason, what was that? Third, I think in the annual report it has been mentioned that we might do garment-related capex after 3-4 years. So just wanted to understand that we have, I think, around 204 million pieces capacity. So given possibly the favorable times ahead, how much of an additional capacity can we add? And lastly, I think in our business, K.P.R, sugar and apparels, we did approximately 2,000 crore revenue. So just from a bookkeeping perspective, wanted to understand what part of it was textiles. With that, thank you very much. And also want to thank the company secretary and the IR team. The communication was very prompt and clear. Thank you so much. All the very best for this year. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I thank you, the speakers, for your encouraging words on the company. And going forward, we hope to sustain and further strengthen the performance with your continued trust and support. I wish to reply in respect of queries raised by some of the shareholders through mail as well as now at the meeting. Regarding the government order booking due to UK FTA and government expansion and growth driver, regarding all these things. Recently, the FTA has come into effect for UK India, and we are able to feel that the order booking is increasing. And compared to last year, the order book was 20% higher year on year at present. And government expansion capacity is under discussion and will be intimated at the appropriate time. And for K.P.R, the growth driver is government sector continues to be the same, the future also. Regarding the industrial growth for the next 3 years and our company's position, as mentioned earlier, the FTAs are coming into effect both UK as well as other European Union, which are the major market for the garment industry, particularly for knitted garments. The industry target is $100 billion in export and $250 billion in the domestic market by 2030, backed by government initiatives. With a strong capacity infrastructure and growing demand, growth level of our company will also increase according to the industrial growth. Regarding the capacity utilization, the spinning, knitting and processing is around 90% and the garment is 70%. And the question regarding the lower inventory, we all know that the recent past, due to geopolitical situations and currency fluctuation, and the world market was highly fluctuating, and raw material, particularly the cotton, is one among them, where the high fluctuation was there, never before like that. So K.P.R is very cautious in buying the raw material, which is the highest cost input in the textile sector. So whenever the prices are low, we used to cover. So whenever prices are high, we are very cautious to buy the cotton. So due to that, we as long as to maintain the low cost inventory, we maintain at the lower level of inventory level also. And one question asked about the appointment of directors in line with the regulations and second generation directors' contribution. Appointment and reappointment of directors are made as per the recommendation of Nomination and Remuneration Committee of the company in line with SEBI norms. Also, the second generation are well trained and fully involved in the day-to-day affairs of the company so as to have effective succession planning in the company. Similarly, what question was asked about dividend policy? the email. The dividend policy is to distribute around 25% of the PAT. And also the sugar and apparels consist 70% sugar and apparels, K.P.R. Sugar Apparels Limited is 70% of the total revenue is from textiles. And the worker attrition rate is 2 to 3% in K.P.R. and contract worker is nil. Regarding sugar, the crushing last year was around 27 lakh tons. So that also again depends on the government policies and the rainfall. And some of the shareholders physical copies of the balance sheet, and we will arrange it through our secretarial department, as well as the plant visit. Some of the members have asked, and sure we will arrange for the plant visit. Please contact through email to our secretarial department, and if there any other clarifications or questions left over or is not answered, please contact our secretarial department through email, and we are here to reply for all your questions. Thank you very much. As already told, UK FTA has come into effect by 15th of July. The European Union FTA is expected to come into effect by the end of this financial year. Being UK and European Union are the major market for knitted garments, we hope this will be a big boost for the Indian textile industry. With this, we conclude the question and answer session. Thank you all once again. Dear shareholder, you would have gone through the items in the agenda of the AGM notice already circulated to you. However, I read the topics one by one. Item number 1, adoption of accounts. Item number 2, declaration of dividend. Item number 3, reappointment of Mr. C.R. Anandakrishnan, Director, retiring by rotation. Item number 4, to ratify the remuneration payable to draft auditor. Dear shareholders, you would have read the resolutions and the explanatory statement as mentioned in the notice. The e-voting will close 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting. After receipt of scrutinizer's report, considering the vote cast through remote e-voting and e-voting during AGM, the voting result will be declared at the websites of the company, NSE, BSE and NSDL. Mr. P. Kandaswamy, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, has been authorized to declare the voting results of this meeting for and on behalf of the company. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I wish to thank the shareholders for their participation in the 23rd Annual General Meeting of the company through video conference. I also thank the scrutinizer and NSDL for the smooth conduct of this 23rd Annual General Meeting of K.P.R. Mill Limited. Thank you all. I hereby declare the 23rd AGM proceedings as concluded.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Can we end the meeting, sir?